hope you all are doing good so far this year. Today we are going to do a planner date, and pretty much the concept behind this will be I will be finishing my first week in my Hobonichi, which is actually the first week in December. And then after I finish making this one cute and pretty and everything, we are going to go ahead and set up the next week in my Hobonichi so that I can be ready to use it. The photos here that I'm cutting up are just pictures that I've tried to take. I've tried to take at least one photo a day this week so that I can have the memories to put in here. I think I only have 6 compared to the 7 days in a week, and that's because one of my work days, I work like the whole day, and it's kind of a repetitive, boring job, so there's no photo for that, but that is alright. I think I'll have plenty of space covered with the ones that I have here. Technically, some of these photos, like the one I just placed, are actually from like the last couple of days of last week, but that's okay. I'm going to fudge it just a little bit because it was about buying this planner. Other than that, I believe all of them are too this week. They're just like little fun things that I've been doing or things that I've admired or just to capture feelings that I've had in this week. I went ahead and glued those on off screen, but they're still in exactly the same place. And now I am putting some stickers that either match what I am trying to remember or that are just simply cute. So kind of like what I was saying earlier, my goal for this spread when I finish these is to make it as jam-packed as possible. Even though I don't have a super happening, exciting life, I do like having things look like it's busy. And if you've seen a couple of my pen pal videos or journaling videos, you will be familiar with those busy spreads and creations that I already make. So right now I'm just going to match up the photos to the day that they were taken. And then after that I am going to whip out my brand new fountain pen. It's a Kakuno by Pilot. And this is a really great fountain pen for beginners. Like I said, it's my first fountain pen and I've really been enjoying it so far. I think it's really cute because it has that little smiley face. When you see the face when you're writing, you know you're holding it correctly. And what I'm just doing is I'm going to trace those so you can see the days of the week really well. And I got the extra fine for specifically my Hobonichi because you have to write teeny tiny in these. And I have just been loving how it feels writing, and it makes me feel fancy too. I am hoping to expand my collection with getting a Kaweco Sport fountain pen. And I don't know, I think that one would be fun to have. I would want it in a medium so I could do some doodling with it, but I have just gotten into fountain pens. If you have any expertise or tips or suggestions for fountain pens, please let me know. Here I am just labeling, or I guess giving captions to my photos, so I know why that photo is in here or whatnot. So the coffee date, obviously from Coffee Date, and just saying the sky was really pretty on Wednesday and stuff like that. But with that spread is done. Here is the second week that I've already did earlier, and then this is the week that we're going to work on now. And I've already got a photo that I printed off from Pinterest, and since it's getting really close to Christmas in the planner, we're going to do a slightly Christmassy type spread. I really like this because it is obviously Christmas themed, but the colors are not just your straightforward red and green. It's a nice alternative way to show that it's becoming Christmas time. Now that I've got that figured out where I want it, I'm going to glue it, and I don't really work in a very specific order on making this spread. I do have some ideas of what I want and what I don't want, but really it's just a matter of playing around and thinking about how you want your spread to look this week. I know a lot of people like to use their space in the Hobonichis for tracking habits or maybe spending or like, I feel like it's mostly habits people use it for, but I don't really believe in tracking habits. Maybe that's not a great thing, but I don't really do that for myself personally. What I want to be keeping track of mostly is making sure that I'm getting a proper number of meals. So I have like a little meal box that I'll create, and then I will have a to-do box, and that one's a big one because I think of a lot of things to do, but if I don't have them written down, I will forget them, guys. I will forget them, and it won't be done for 3 more months. So meals and to do are my big 2 things I want to keep track of, and then leaving plenty of space to do what I did with the last week, where I print off more photos and do a mini photo dump. For the colors that I chose, I very heavily based it off the photo that I used. So that bright yellow, that pink, and those 2 cool purpley tones I think went super well. And that will be my color theme, my color palette. And those will be reoccurring in my page as I work on this. So what I'm doing now is I'm just separating out each day of the week. And creating a space for events or to-dos that I know beforehand, before that week happens. So like my brother's birthday is on that day, and I have another brother's birthday this week too, and maybe I know what days I'm working. So those will be going into these boxes that I'm making right now. On the other side of these boxes, where there are not boxes, I am going to use for things more like the daily to-do list as I think of them. So like maybe on like when Wednesday comes around, I am thinking about like, oh, I need to edit some YouTube videos, I want to do some reading, and I need to go get groceries. That's what that side will be for. Sometimes I will put in the moments ideas or tasks in the boxed side, but really those are meant for the unboxed side. So you can see I am writing down my work schedule. I have 2 jobs, and keeping track of them is more convenient now, since one of them is like a job where you don't have a set schedule. And also because that job is not set in stone, I guess, I will not be writing that in ink until I get my schedule. Just based off the last couple of weeks, I know that there's a likelihood that I work Wednesday and Friday or something like that. And so I'll write that in with pencil, and then once I actually get my schedule, I'll make the edits that I need to. Here is my first main task box, I guess. And this is my meals. This is making sure that I have the space to kind of think about and plan out meals, so I don't have as much temptation to go out to eat, which is very tempting when you live by a lot of fast food restaurants. So basically, I have 2 days that I work all day, so I won't be able to eat then, or like make dinner then. But the other days I don't, so that's 5 days. And I only plan for 4 meals. Because we will have leftovers on that 5th day and in the 2 days that I work. That box looked a little lonely after I wrote meals, so I did some little doodles and squiggles in there. Okay, so now I am going to start on working on setting up my to-do task box, which is very straightforward. It's just a list of things that I want to keep in mind this week when I have some downtime, or when I know there's something I need to get done but can't quite remember what it is. In the future, I would not orient my box like this so that it's tall and skinny, mostly because a lot of my tasks generally take more than one line, more space than what I gave myself. It's like an inch tall box or something like that, and I'd like more space to be able to like fully write out what my task was to do. But this one was alright, and I was able to figure things out for it. And I did like having so many places to make bullets in, like such a large space to make bullets in, because this week was very busy for me and I had a lot of things to remember to try to do, or at least keep on my mind for next week. And just like what I did with the meals box, I went ahead and took those colorful markers and used those as my bullet points. And then as I finish my tasks, I'll cross those circles out and strike out the task. If you're trying to make your spread colorful and still keep theme, using your theme colors as like bullet points or whatnot is a really good way to keep that throughout your entire spread. If you're looking for ideas to continue using, looking for ideas to keep your spread colorful without going too crazy, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, now that I've got the main basic things done, all the important parts of my spread, it's time to decorate it even more. So we pulled out some of our stickers and our washi tape, and once again, it's just a matter of finding things that go with my color scheme and things that are cute, that are fun to use. And that can often mean not using the item that you first pulled out. That washi tape, even though it does go with my theme, I didn't use it. And this washi tape I did use, but I did not actually end up using it in that specific location. As you play around more and work more in creating spreads that you like, you will do a lot of thinking and having a lot of new ideas of like, oh, I don't like this, I actually want to try to doing this, or you know what, I don't even like that at all, take it out, and whatnot. It's just part of the creative process, and the more open you are to that, the more your creativity can grow. I am very lucky to have some awesome pen pals who send me cute washi tape and stickers. This swatch of washi tapes is from one of my pen pals, and even though I'm not using the most exciting washi tape on there, it is useful to my spread and it's fun to share our collections with each other. I have been pen paling for about half a year now, and it's really interesting seeing like the different kinds of pen pals you will write if you ever decide to go down that hobby, because some of them are like huge writers. They love to tell you about their life and what's going on, and some of them like to write very short letters but somehow get a lot in there, and some of them just want to swap things with you, which I'm totally cool with. It's really fun seeing other people's collections and what they've got in their stash of creative materials, and I think it's really fun just receiving those items and then sharing the items with them from your collection and seeing it like travel across the nation, maybe across the world if you do international pen paling. I think it's a little funny though. I think about a third of my pen pals are like only like 4 hours away from me. They live across the state line in a couple hours into the next state, and it's like, you know, we could take a day trip and meet each other IRL, and I think that'd be really cool to do sometime. But I know students, a lot of them are students just like me, and we're busy with things right now, so it's not a huge deal, but I think that'd be a really cool trip to take sometime and get to meet them and like hang out with them in person and maybe do something creative with them. Anyways, I really like what I did with the washi tape on the to-do box, so I'm just gonna pull it over here and do the same thing on the meals box to unify it. And the washi tape turned out to be like the perfect measurements to do that with, and I love it. It's so satisfying when like something like that happens, like, oh, that was perfect. Yeah. That pink and purple washi tape that I originally had under the to-do box is now getting moved above the to-do box. Wasn't in my plans, but it turned out really well. And I struggle a little bit with getting it torn off the top. I used my ruler at first, and then it like leaves some little bits, and I'm trying to pick those off, and then I realized, you know, it would just be a lot more smarter if I just pulled out my scissors and trimmed it that way, which I do in the long run, but it was kind of satisfying to try to pull it off this way too. Oh, and for those of you who are wondering why my fingers are blue, I was messing around with my dip pen, and I had to open up this little bottle of ink. Obviously it was blue, and it's got like this rubber stopper that works when the jar is closed, but when you're trying to pull the stopper out, it like gets all over, the ink gets all over your fingers, and so that's why my fingers are blue, but it'll be okay. Yes. So now I am just going to go back in with some more details. Okay, I'm going to write my to-do list, and there's a couple of things. In my family, we are supposed to call the family members who are having their birthdays on their birthday. So I'm supposed to call both my brothers. I needed to work on some YouTube stuff, and keychains was supposedly a Christmas present that kind of fell through, and then of course my mail club. Right now you can check that out either on my Shopify or my Patreon, and it's just I send out envelopes every month to encourage people to send snail mail to each other. I think it's really fun, and it's just a cute way to reconnect with people that you love and appreciate or want to be closer to in your life. Anyways, this line of dots is my last final touch for this spread until it's time to use it. And then I believe I will be showing off my final products, and that's the end of the video pretty much. So with those dots covered up, that is it, and here is the final right now. As you can see, I have my space for things that I need to remember that are like set in stone, and then space for my daily task list, and then I'll have my to-dos and my meals, and then a nice chunk of space for my photos for the end of the week. And I'll let you recap by seeing last week's finished spread. And with that, that is the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed watching me do this, kind of my thought process, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!